Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's SohoCalifornia Vintage, and I just wanted to show you my latest treasure finds that I have purchased at the thrift stores, probably over a series of like a week and a half. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump right in. Everything that I purchased, it's either going to be sold on my eBay page, or there are maybe some items I may keep. So let me just go ahead and show you exactly what I picked up. Okay, so let's start off with this little, well, it's not that little, but this Minnie Mouse pin. Some some Disney items do really well, and then some they're so because the market is so flooded with so many replicas. But this one says Disney made in Taiwan, and this one was $5, and I just seen how good of condition it was, and I like the little ruby like stones, and it has some weight to it. So this one was like I said, $5. And I actually did a search of comps, and one sold back in August, which was a while. It took me a while to look for a comp because I couldn't find this pin anywhere. So then that could be a good sign or it could be a bad sign. A good sign as far as they're more rare, or a bad sign, you're just basically taking a chance with what you purchase. So I did find, after a long time of searching, I did find a comp. Somebody sold this same pin back in August of last year. So it was a while ago, but they sold it for $30. And for a $5 investment to flip and get $30 back on it, to me that's a great find. And also in the description, it said that this pen is from the 80s. So I don't have anything to back that up. I don't know how true that is, but this person that sold it probably had this pen in their collection, and since the 80s, and they decided to sell it. So I'm happy about that find. This one right here, this was actually kind of like an accident. My son likes collecting pins, he's really into collecting like the Nintendo pins. And I seen this one and I didn't think much about it. I was like, do you like the jet? Should I get it? And it was like $1. After the discount, I took the price tags on these because they're already listed on my eBay store, but after the discount, I didn't realize it was on discount, but it came out to 50 cents. So there is one for sale on eBay for $17.99. And I guess this is a pin. It says, I'm sending you this A10 Warthog pin to thank you for your friendship and support. And then it says, Martha McSally, U.S. Senator. So there is one for $17.99, and just to be better on price, I listed it for $15.99. My son, he did want it at first, but then he said, well, if we could sell it and make some money, I'd rather do that. So that was very nice of him. And if it doesn't sell, then he'll keep it. Okay, so actually, before I get into those, because those are pretty interesting pieces, I also found at Active Store these 3 books, and when I seen them, it brought me back to my childhood. Very nostalgic. These books, I remember being a kid and remember seeing this background. I'm sure a lot of you remember this background with Big Bird, Donald Duck, Mickey, and these are little golden books, and they're in very, very good condition. So I looked at the copyright. Oh, first of all, I made sure there was no writing in them. I haven't really got into like selling books, but I just felt like this was a good buy. So I checked to see if there was any writing. There wasn't. And the second thing I did was, as you can see, they were not even read, the copyright. So this one is 1988, 1948 by Western Publishing Company. So I was thinking these are really vintage. And this one though is actually copyright from the 50s. And this one is also in good condition. So I have these as a lot. Let me see here. There it is, 1955. I have these as a lot on my eBay store, and I only paid 59 cents for each book. So it's not that much invested. So if they do sell, it's a big win. Okay, so I found this candle. This candle got my attention. Well, one thing, it was half of this price, so it was $2. When I went, it was half off white tags. So it says charm candle, and I looked inside to see the condition, and when I opened it, it smelled really, really good. And I was looking for, okay, well, what scent is this? And upon inspection, I seen that it's pumpkin pie. It smells really good. So I guess apparently you burn this candle, and after so many hours, as it starts going down, there's a charm in there. And my first intention was, well, I could actually sell this on eBay. And then I thought about it, and I was like, well, I've always wanted one of these charm candles. And as you can see, I do love candles. So I think I'm going to keep it. And it smells really, really good. I mean, even if it's not the holiday season, I still like smelling good, really good candles like pumpkin pie and whatnot. So, okay, so now I'm getting into stuff that is out of my comfort zone. These are, and I actually scanned these when I was at the community thrift store. These are Pampered Chef. I just seen the name, and I remembered that this name was really big as far as like selling really good kitchen like tools, and so it was half off. So these were each $1.50. And of course, you got to open the box, because I mean, a lot of times they're used and you don't want like rust or some maybe old fruit on it or something, but these are still in the plastic. These bread tubes, both of them are still in the plastic. If I could get this. And I looked up the comps, and they fluctuate depending on what the shape is. This is a square and this is a star. The square is more popular, but I bundled these up in a lot, and I have them up on eBay. I think the square fluctuates between $10 and $15. The star, anywhere from $5 to $10. But these were some really good finds. And then I had no idea what this was. After I did some research, I'm starting to get in the habit of, if I see things that are in the box that are in very good condition, or if they look really, really old still in the box, look into it. It's kind of like a gut feeling. So this was not on sale, and I have half the tags still on there, $1.99. And the reason I moved it right there is because it's on my eBay store, so I took pictures. But that's what that 2Y means. If the sticker is lost, the people at the front, the registers, they know what to ring it up as. I guess there's a problem with people taking the price tags off or switching them. So what they do is they get a marker and they put 2 yellow, because it was basically 2 and then the color yellow. So this is Bay Breeze. I had no idea what this was. I scanned it, and I seen that one brand new sells for anywhere between $30 to $50. So for $2 investment, and I did open it, and everything's intact. It's very clean. It just doesn't have the plastic, but I mean, it doesn't look at all like it was used. So I have it listed, very fair price for around $25. And I guess it says keep it fresh, keep it live. I guess this is to help preserve the longevity of like vegetables and fruit. I looked into it and I kind of forgot a little bit, but it says, oh, there you go. Berry Breeze. Yeah, so that's exactly what it is. And so I got that. And then when I got the Pampered Chef and the Bay Breeze, I found these. Now, I have no idea what these are. When I first got them, I just, of course, started researching. I remember this guy, though, growing up, seeing him on TV when I was little. And I remember he was really famous, like, for doing cooking shows. And so I seen that the shells were all there. They were still in the plastic bag. And I did, they were $2.99. These are extremely vintage. I did a lookup, and I might sit on these. I might get lucky, and I might sell them. I think I have them for like $15, including shipping. I don't remember, but I know it's comparable to the comps that are on eBay. But then also, I have them marked lower because two of the shells, they have little missing chips on the corner, and I showed that in the pictures. So I didn't realize that till I got home. I was bummed out about that, but they're still in very good condition. They will still work. And then yesterday I found this little miss thing. This is, when I seen this, just the side of it like that, I knew it was a Starbucks mug. I have an eye for Starbucks mugs. I already know, like, there's just like I don't know. I just know if it's a Starbucks mug without looking if it has the emblem or without seeing the name on the side. So there was two of them, and they were in the boutique area. And so I asked the helper, the person that worked there, can I see those two mugs? I knew they were Starbucks. I just wanted to see, okay, what city is it marked? This one's Los Angeles, which this is where I live. And these are not cheap mugs. I just seen how big they are. And this is brand new. Like, look at the bottom. And so sometimes I'll look at the year 2012. This was half off. So I got this for $3.50. These go for no less on eBay. I think no less than $20. There's a lot of comps on these, and they're selling in that range. So that's a good flip right there. They had it. The other one that they had said inside, it said Seattle, and I was really bummed out because that mug, it had like a little chip right here, and that one was more. It was really cheap. It was only like $2. I would have picked it up because Seattle is a prime location for Starbucks mugs, like for collectors. That's where the original Starbucks chain started. And so, I'm sorry, not Seattle. It did start in Washington, but it started in, it's by Seattle. I can't think of the name right now, but it's in Washington. So, yeah. So, anyways, I got that. Now, I got this ceramic doll cat. She was half off. They wanted, I think, like $7. I got her for $3.50. There's a huge market for cat lovers. I have a cat, but there's a huge market, and I inspected her little feet and her arms to make sure they weren't broken. I think at one time she was handmade, but this was done very, very well. I mean, if you can see how the material underneath is sewn, and then look at how cute the little paws are. So everything's intact. I have her listed. You know, if I don't sell her for as much as I want, or I'm about 3,000% sure she's gonna sell, and way more than $3.50. Like I said, there's a huge community out there for cat lovers. And I know there's a lot of people out there who collect dolls. This little jumper was sewn. So she does have either missing paint right here, but it kind of looks like there's like a little bit of brown in there, like almost like it was kind of done intentionally. Okay, so let's jump into this. I found these at Community. What drew me to this piece right here was not, oh, quick shout out to $Hero. He wanted me to, this was actually a long time ago, to show some men jewelry or men favorites. And so here's your men's stuff. $Hero. Okay, so what drew me to this was I seen that the box, well, there was a price tag on this. So I got this for $5. There was a price tag. I seen the BR and I gently lifted it and I seen Broadway. Broadway was a store when I was growing up. They were huge. They were all over. They were like the way Macy's is today. Or I should say maybe Nordstrom. They closed their whole chain in the 90s. I don't think there is any store still open. But they closed them down. So I inspected. This is a money clip. And it's in very good condition. I looked up similar comps. I found similar money clips that say the word broke, but I couldn't find one that had the Indian head. It's either like a buffalo or they're very, very severely like worn down and you can't tell what it is. And it has the year 1864, which it wasn't made in 1864. It's just, this is representing something. And I don't know exactly what it's representing. Somebody who is a history buff, let me know. Something happened. I could Google it. I just haven't researched it. So I got this and I haven't found one with the original box. Basically, because it has the original box and it's from Broadway and it's in mint condition, that's what sold me on that. Moving on to these lovely cufflinks. I have a thing about cufflinks. And when I see like unique ones, I don't know what it is. I'm really drawn to it. As you can see, it's like half silver, half black. They're in the original box and the company was called Swank, and I looked this up and these actually go for decent money, and this was only with the original box $3. I don't know exactly where I have them listed at, maybe around $20 including shipping, but these are really, really great. Let me see if I could get one out really fast. And then they even have, Swank was a company back in the 40s. As you can see right there, it says Swank. Oh, it's kind of hard. At the top. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see, but it says Swank right there. And I just think they're exquisite. It's very Art Deco. And I just think they're extremely a nice piece. Well, sorry to make this a long video, but this is the selection that I've gotten recently, and I hope you guys liked the video. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to my channel if you're new. I do vintage videos where I show what I bought for myself from my collection, or I buy things to resell and make a profit. There's the array of things that I show what I buy as far as It's the secondhand or the thrift stores. Anyways, this is Soho California Vintage signing off. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody have a good day.